Today's Swole Fam Spotlight is from Chloe. What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole Podcast, episode 2679. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast. The live stream will get started in just a moment. Let's read Chloe's post for the Swole Fam Spotlight. And she writes, "Hi there. Really just wanted to message and say that after watching your videos, it really helped me get in the right frame of mind to start losing weight, change my diet, so I actually feel better about myself. To cut through the bullshit and not just sit there feeling sorry for myself. Before, I thought if I just ate what I wanted, but I counted the calories, I would feel better, but I didn't. And since hearing you say it's quality of food rather than quantity, I don't feel I have to starve myself like other diets. I enjoy food, and eating good quality food has been the difference to allow me to eat until I'm full, but with foods that actually have started to make me feel better about myself and feel better with myself. I am still working on upping my exercise as I still have a long way to go before I am happy with my appearance, but I just wanted to thank you for inspiring me to start making the change to feel better and hopefully look better." That's the difference. That's the key. I am totally stoked that you are making those changes, and I'm proud and humbled to have been the inspiration to light that fire. And Chloe is absolutely right. This is why eating quality food makes all the difference. Now, she says that, quote, "Since hearing you say it's quality of food rather than quantity, I don't feel like I have to starve myself like other diets." And that's the point. You're actually going to feel full because you don't have all these artificial products and these essentially worthless ingredients that don't belong in our consumption that are interrupting your body's internal messaging systems, letting you know when you're full, letting you know when you're hungry. And of course, quantity matters. It does matter, but not at the expense of quality. And that's something to remember. Quantity matters. You can still gain, you can still put on weight, you can still get fat over time with eating quality food. It's just very, very hard to do that. Anyone that's trying to eat beef and butter and all these and eggs and just to excess, you really have to force feed yourself because you're going to get full. Your body's going to say, "Hey, that's enough. Way too many nutrients. I'm good. We're good right now." Now you're programmed. We've evolved to binge eat. We've evolved to have scarcity. So that's why we have the tendency to binge eat. We're supposed to. We're supposed to make a kill after hunting a buffalo or something for a couple days, maybe dragging it miles back to the camp and eat until we're satisfied. Of course, you're not getting tons of carbohydrates. You're eating a lot of fat and protein and organs and such. But that's the thing. When we artificially process, when we take away all the micronutrients that really are what help our body feel satisfied. This is why you don't really get full, or you get temporarily full when you're eating fast food, because ultra-processed foods are void of micronutrients. And this is the vitamins, the minerals, and the things that we always talk about. Sure, you'll get some protein, some fat, and you'll get carbohydrates and sodium, but you're not getting the actual micronutrients. So you get hungry pretty soon after, whether it's McDonald's or Chinese food or Taco Bell or something like that, chips, soda. You're on this insulin roller coaster and your body essentially is not getting satisfied. You're getting energy, you're getting calories, but you're getting a lot of slop. You're getting a lot of shit that is not going to be satisfying your body on an elemental level. So when you're eating quality food, your body will actually have these areas satisfied. You'll actually feel satiated. You'll actually feel full, which is important. So huge reps to Chloe. Very appreciative of your message. Thanks for sending that in. And you don't have to starve yourself. Remember, when you're lifting weights, you're training hard, you can actually eat more. You can eat more to your satisfaction. You can consume more food, but you're actually potentially still in a maintenance or in a deficit. If you're trying to lose fat, you're building muscle, you're training hard. So your body is utilizing those nutrients that are stored in your body. And of course, what you're consuming in order to fuel your workouts and your life, and your body will use the excess and the other stored forms of energy and fat on your body when it is more at rest, when you're sleeping, when you're in the shower, when you're doing your normal chores. So anyway, thank you for sharing, Chloe. If you want to join Chloe, myself, and the rest of the Swole Fam, join us, swolenormousx.com. Tomorrow's episode is private. It's our Swole Fam Roundtable 51, so be there for that. We'll see you there. And for now, let's get into today's episode. Make sure you check out all the new releases for apparel over at papaswolio.com. Use code Daily Swole for 10% off. And also, if you are ready to start your programs, 90-Day Dash, Swole Season, Scorched Earth, Maximum Swole, Swole Mastery. If you don't have any equipment, we have programs for all levels of experience. Make sure you check out our hundreds of yoga classes, get your nutrition order, start customizing just like Chloe. Head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the fam today. All right, let's get into today's episode 2679. It is striated September. It's Wednesday, September the 6th. Let's fucking go. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What the fuck is going on?
So much internalized fat phobia, self-objectification, and racism, and all of the things.
Shut up.
Misogyny.
Holy shit.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Willful Normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 26 hundo and 79 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye old hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, welcome back to Striated September. I hope all of you are making those gains. Drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Welcome to the show. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, all that good shit. Share it with a huge puss that is in your friend or family circle. Share the stream with them. They need to see it. They need to hear it. They need to hear these things. They need to get their ass and go to the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Welcome everyone. Hey Jack, how we doing? Nick, Cerny, Loretta, love my new signature series tank. Hotter than hell today. Excellent. Fantastic. That reminds me, we got to start talking about that. I can't believe it. P3S8 is going to drop on, my God, 21 days. What day is that? 21 days away. Oh my God. Hold on a second. We need P3S8 thumb for promo. I forgot. Oh my God. P3S8. It's happening already. Oof. Excellent. P3S8. Stoked. Everyone loves that intro for the podcast. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, let's get into today's episode. We have a roundtable, by the way. Tomorrow's episode is private for members. Join us on swolenormousx.com, roundtable 51, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Be there. Very excited for our 51st roundtable. It's going to be lit. That being said, let's get today's Swole card busted open. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. Let's summon the Falcon. Get today's party started. Are you ready, fam? You jumped the gun there, Freddy. You are crafty as fuck. I know. Oh, respect the anthem, Freddy. Shut up. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Striated September. Drop it in the chat. We love ourselves some striated September. It's swole September. It could be swole anything. It's going to be Swolevember. It's going to be Swoletober. But it's striated September all the same. Get ripped for September, and then we're going back to bulking season. All right, drop that in the comments down below. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. Now let's moisturize and get right into that tip. We got a great show. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, we got a couple awesome posts. Let's get this one from Fran. Let's get it started.
What's in the box?
Here we go. Fran, hi all, long post. Bear with me if you have time. I need to pick your brain. I've been counting macros for around a year and a half. I've gained a lot of muscle. I can tell by the way I look and because I've been constantly using heavier weights at the gym, and I'm currently in week 7 of the 90-day dash program. Currently, my macros are 160 carbs, 70 fat, 108 protein. I'm at 99 kilograms. I want to start cutting fat. I'm thinking about carb cycling and using the schedule from the website. We do carb cycling? We have carb cycling? I usually train in the mornings, so my main question is about eating timings. If I train in the morning, should I eat high carbs the day before, or should I stick to high carbs after training? My concern is that if I eat low carb the day before training and I only have breakfast before training, I might not have enough energy stored to get good performance in the gym. Thanks for the patience. Cheers. I think you're overthinking it. I personally don't like high carb at all. I wouldn't recommend doing high carb, period. So that's just me. I don't think that's necessary. I think having some carbs is fine, maybe some white rice or fruit. I personally am not a high carb person. I don't think you should be over focusing on that. I would say just eat your damn food and see what works best for you. You're overthinking it, in my opinion. Counting macros, again, in my opinion, not the way to approach things. I don't see anything here about the food quality, what you're consuming. So that's a concern right off the bat. You want to start cutting fat. Carb cycling, I don't like. I'm surprised that we do. Do we actually have a carb cycling protocol on the website? Do we actually have that? If it is, it's something that is just there as like something to discuss it, I suppose. I don't actually remember ever putting anything with carb cycling on there because I'm not a fan of it personally. We do have vegan recipes, of course, on Swolenormous X, even though I don't do it because I know some members want certain things. But I think carb cycling is kind of ridiculous. So just my thoughts there. I'm not here to poo-poo on the post. I'm glad you're making progress. I'm glad you're making gains and building muscle. If you train in the morning, a lot of times you can... What I do like about this post is that Fran is aware that what you do the day before matters. So your hydration the day before, if you're training in the morning, if I'm training in the morning, I'm not eating anything. I'm not eating anything first thing in the morning. There's no way. So it really depends on how you feel. So what's your performance like? Again, I am not a fan of high carb. I wouldn't worry about carb cycling. I've tried it a couple times in the past. I fucking hated it because it just makes you hungry. And I don't think it's necessary. So what I do is I eat plenty of protein. I have, protein and fat, and then I kind of fluctuate with the carbs. If you feel like you're getting a little fluffier, usually it's because of the carbohydrates. So I could either cut back on fruit or carbs in that sense. That's really how you do it. That's really how you do it. Focus on protein and then healthy fats and then adjust the carbs as you see fit. So I think you're over concerned. I think you're over obsessing over it. And it's really about proper energy balance, getting enough protein and just trimming back on the carbs a little bit. So whether or not you like to eat before a workout, that's on you. Whether or not you want to eat more, a certain meal the evening before the morning, again, that's very individualized. It's very individualized. It's really challenging to give advice like, oh, you should do this. Just because I wouldn't do something a certain way doesn't mean you should do what I do. Okay? That's what's also important to understand. Just because I wouldn't eat a certain way doesn't mean you can't. A lot of this is you need to execute and experiment and see what works best for you. Some of you like to have a banana before you work out. Okay. Sometimes I will. Sometimes if I'm going to go train in a little bit, sometimes I just feel like, oh, I want a banana. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat a fucking banana. So I'll do what I want. I kind of go along that. I don't hold myself to some kind of arbitrary framework. So I would experiment and see what you like. It's really that easy. It's also, it takes patience and it takes attention. So if you're being more specific with what you're doing, you can keep track of it, and then you can actually record how you feel and your reaction to it and how you perform. If you're just trying different things and you're not tracking it super much, whenever someone gets really specific with their tracking, it's just like, I don't know. It's a little bit too granular for me, especially when you're not focused, when I don't hear anything about the quality of the food. I don't care about the macros if the quality of the food sucks. So that's the primary. So Fran, I hope you're getting that in order too. If Fran, I don't know, sometimes the names don't match up here with the YouTube or the people that are watching live. So Fran, if you're watching live, drop in the chat. We can follow up with that. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get into another Swole fan post. We'll get into some questions soon. Let's see. Joe Hrun. Cool name. I love it. For Tainty Tuesday. I love this name. I wanted to share that I have dropped 50 pounds of fat since April of this year.
Wow.
And all the heavy lifting I have done for the past 12 months is more noticeable. I'm coming for you, beaches. Ho, 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 ho. Is that so? I'll be 37 this month. It's never too late to invest in the most important asset you have, yourself. I still have more work to do, but I'm on the gain train. Choo. Damn fucking right. All aboard the gain train. Papa Swole, conductor style. Let's fucking go. Get on the gain train. All aboard. All aboard the gain train. Let's go. All right, Joe. Fucking awesome. Let's get into a couple email responses before we get into some knowledge cock. I mean, it's always knowledge cock. But if you want more, if you love the show, you listen to the show and such, you like the Instagram, the TikTok, the podcast, all that stuff, go to makeemailswoleagain.com and get my knowledge cock in your inbox. Trust me, I'll make you feel brand new. Rejuvenate that inbox with Papa Swole's knowledge cock. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com. We got a response here from Andrew from But It's Pumpkin Spice Season. Indeed it is, unfortunately. It's also striated September. Imagine if these basic white beaches took their $7+ a day for their heroin drink and spent that on a Swolenormous membership or a gym membership in general. Yeah, I agree.
Matt Damon.
I agree. How much? Is it really $7? It's gotta be, right? If you get a venti or something. How much is a pumpkin spice latte? Anyone know? Anyone go to Starbucks? Of course, there's different sizes, but it's got to be at least the small. It's got to be at least $4 or $5, right? Because they bank. They could charge whatever they want, and people would pay it because you're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. People that go and buy that shit at Starbucks, they could say $10. They would still pay it. I don't know how much it actually is, but I bet the large one's easily $7 or $8, right? All right, what is the best pre-workout? This is from Everyday Debbie. And Everyday Debbie writes, I hit the coffee pot as soon as I wake up. During the week, I get up at 4:50, grab my coffee, hit the bathroom, and get breakfast ready for our 3 kids. We have to be out the door no later than 6:30 to meet the bus. They go to a different and much smaller school district than the crappy one we live in. I get home and get another cup, then off to the gym. Coffee is the only pre-workout I need other than sleep and water. I always drink a glass before I go out to exercise. I have found that the more a supplement is advertised, the less likely it is to do any good. I guess that can be true. You know, the way it's advertised doesn't necessarily have any relation to the efficacy, but yeah, I get that point. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not related to how efficacious it is, but I see your point. If something's overly pushed, bottom line, if something's marketed really heavily, it's usually pushing some unrealistic expectation or unrealistic result. That's very common. People want to hear something outlandish. If I say you're going to work your butt off and you're going to lose a pound a week or whatever it is, it's not as exciting. You want to see something, wow, so-and-so lost 50 pounds in a month. Results not typical. People want to see the ridiculous stuff. People want to see the magic magician stuff. And that's just not realistic. That's just not realistic. Also, by the way, Debbie, I hope you're not crashing the afternoon. Drinking coffee immediately when you wake up is definitely not ideal. I recommend waiting an hour or two. It'll make a big difference. You'll feel much more rested. You'll feel much more of a boost, and you'll eliminate that afternoon crash as well. So definitely look into that. I know it might be harder for you to wake up a little bit without the coffee, but you can take a cold shower, splash some water on your face when you hit the bathroom. Much better than just grabbing coffee immediately upon waking up. You'll actually get more from it if you wait a little bit. Okay, let's get into some questions. If you have questions, drop in the chat. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And Beck says a large Starbucks pumpkin spice is around $7, I think. I'm a Dunkin' girl. Oof. So it's been a while, slowly coming off the coffee addiction. Yeah, I've had both. I think both Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks coffee is grotesque. I've had both in the past. Just never liked either. I get heartburn from Starbucks coffee sometimes. In the past, it was weird burnt taste. It also depends, I guess, how long it's been in the container or whatever it is. Yeah, Dunkin's gross, though. Dunkin's gross. It's all gross. It's all gnarly. Anything mass-produced and freeze-dried and stored and, you know. Beck says, I'm positive they put cocaine in their coffee. Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? Yeah, why not? Why not? A little Coke. Come on, never hurt anyone. Just take a bump. Get a swole bump going. Isaiah, all right. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Drop in the chat. Let's take some questions. Striated September. Papa Swolio. What's up, Ish? What do you think of the 36 eggs a day for 6 to 8 weeks cycle study that was done in the 70s? I know not of this study. 36 eggs a day? I know it started for burn victims, but it's as close to a natural gear cycle. I have no idea what you're referring to. I've never heard this. A natural gear cycle. Would it raise testosterone or something? Eggs are fantastic. Eggs are great, especially the yolks. They're great. I don't know about 36 eggs a day. I don't know about that, man. You might have atomic sulfur farts, bro. Egg fart. There's nothing like an egg fart. You're going to need some cross ventilation in your house. Yikes. Yikes. Matthew says, toot toot, love the gain train. Goddamn right, brother.
Yow. Yow.
Choo choo, motherfuckers. Let's go. Oof. Lacey, Papa, hubby got me some swole merch for my birthday. Isn't it nice to know you have a keeper? Isn't it? This is a nice confirmation, Lacey. I know you've been married for a bit, but it's like, yeah, you knew what you were doing. That's a good man right there. Papa, hubby got me some swole merch for my birthday. Swear to God, if it's a fuck your pumpkin spice shirt, I'm going to beat him. What, you like pumpkin spice? You don't want to fuck your pumpkin spice shirt? Something I don't know about, Lacey? All right, Nick. Papa Swolio, my nephew is 3 weeks old and is already trying to crawl, lifting his head up, strong neck, and doing a little mini cobra. Do you think it's too early to start getting him yoked? Absolutely not. He's getting some quality protein. Make sure he's getting that nip. And yeah, you could start him right away. Grip strength, you can grip your finger. Absolutely. It's never too early. Give me a break. Maybe a couple cc's of, a little bit of, like if she's, doing the breast milk and heating it up, when she's heating it up, not looking, maybe a little test in the breast milk also helps too. It's good stuff. A little Deca or something like that. To start him young. A little dap to it, and then you'll be ready for better cycles when he's older. Good man. Not medical advice. Freddie, what's the difference between magnesium biglycinate and glycinate? I believe it's the same. It's just, if you see biglycinate, I believe it's just 2 glycinate molecules instead of 1. That I believe. As far as I'm aware, that's what I would assume. I think sometimes they'll be listed as one versus the other. Mine is just magnesium glycinate. Nick says 36 eggs a day. I like eggs, but not that much. Yeah, I don't know. 36 eggs a day. I would drink 36 eggs a day. I'm not going to eat 36 eggs a day. The most I'll make for eggs at one time, I used to make like 12 eggs. I remember this when I was bulking in college. I was making and it was a plate of so many fucking eggs. And then I just started drinking them raw. I'm like, this is so much easier than cooking them. Eating 12 eggs takes, oh my God, it's weighs you down. Drinking 12 eggs, pop, 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 down the hatch. I drank so many eggs. Yeah, Vince Garanda, he's legendary. I love his 3-part sissy squats. I have those in some of my videos. You do it on a slant board or a heels elevated, and you do like a sissy squat on the way down, drop the butt, then push the hips forward. So it's really great for the rectus femoris. Those jack my quads up. I love it. Vince Garanda's a goat. Vince Garanda said 36 eggs a day was the equivalent to a mild Dianabol cycle. I don't know. I think I'd rather do D-ball than 36 eggs a day. Fuck. Especially nowadays with egg prices. People are like, that's like $3,000 a month. It's like a mortgage. People are like 36 eggs a day. You look at like a dozen eggs. Is that true? I don't know anything about that study or whatever. De la Junior, should I call off work and go to the fucking gym instead? Obviously.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, is that a question, bro? Is that a question? LOL, just messing. Have a good day, everyone, and go to the fucking gym. I would say yes, but I want my packages. So, chop, chop, package boy.
Deliver my shit.
Deliver my protein. All right. John says 4 eggs every morning for me. Good enough. Yeah, you don't need a ton of eggs. I mean, some people like eggs more. Some people have egg allergies. Some people have, you need quality eggs too, but eggs a day, 36 eggs? 36 eggs that's a lot. 36 eggs is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Matt VG. You said VG. You said it, not me.
Boys have a penis. Girls have a vagina.
All right, Matt VG. What do you think of the ab wheel? Is it worth it? Actually, this is one of those pieces of equipment that is underrated. Ab wheels can be excellent if you do them properly. A lot of people just do terrible form, but if you get a good stretch and you get you get some good spinal extension, and then you crunch properly. If you do it properly, the ab wheel can be very effective. It can be great. And it's like $10. It's one of those things where the package will say, as seen on TV, but it's actually not trash. If you do it properly, you don't need it, but the ab wheel I've done videos on that. You can absolutely use one properly. It definitely works. It definitely works. And by the way, if you don't want to buy one, you don't have to. If you have a barbell or you have a short bar, you could put plates on the end and use that if the bar rotates. You could use dumbbells if you have those adjustable dumbbells where you put the plates on that it can actually roll. So you can makeshift one of those things too. But they're cheap. You can buy one on Amazon probably for under $10. The ab wheel actually can work. Yeah, broom handle and a wheel. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Nick. Papa Swolio, do you think all package delivery people should be required to be yoked? Oof, this is a deep question. Some bitch refused to deliver my packages. The note said, too heavy. Oof. Oof. Was that you, De La Junior? Was that you? Too heavy. That wasn't him. Should they be required? Nick, no, they shouldn't be required to be yoked, but they should. They are required to be able to lift X amount of weight, right? I mean, if you can't lift packages, you can't do that job. Yoked is different. Strength. I know you're just angry because you didn't get your package. So I know Nick's just cranky because he didn't get his stuff. And you have to go. So I don't blame you. Nick's just cranky. All right, let's see. Freddie Craven went for a 2XL for the vests I got from Swole merch. Large or extra large would have been big enough. What's the size like compared to general clothing sizes? I don't know what general clothing sizes are. I mean, every place is different. I wear a large or an extra large. In the tanks that I'm wearing in most of my videos are large. I do have a couple extra larges just because I wanted to. Sometimes I like something that's a little bit baggier or a little bit more loose. And my t-shirts, I usually wear large or extra large. So, you know what that means? You just got to get more jacked, bro. So it's, I mean, in terms, I think it's regularly, normally sized. I haven't heard any complaints or issues. What do you normally wear? How come you went for 2XL? I usually would wear, it depends. If I want more of a tighter or snugger fit, I'll do a large. If I want a little bit bigger, I'll go XL. So it just really depends on how you like the fit, but I'm pretty sure it's been true to size in terms of what I'm familiar with. I don't buy many clothes though, so I think a lot of clothing sizes are twisted now. In other words, people are so much fatter that a large is a lot bigger than it used to be. I know for shorts. Like I'm wearing some shorts right now that are a small. A small. I don't know what a medium or a large would be like. I mean, a small. And I ain't small, fam. But they fit me great, which is creepy. John Roach, Papa, have you ever considered getting into hunting for meat or looking to consuming wild game? Yeah, that's probably an upcoming obsession. I got a lot of fitness equipment. I got a lot of clubs. Kind of checking off the boxes, but yeah, hunting has got to be awesome. I feel bad for Papa's delivery team. Oh yeah, they were delivering plates like crazy. Because you go on Amazon and I'll just get, hey, I need another set of 45s or 25s and overnight delivery, which is great. You wake up the next morning, there's plates outside. Because after getting, that's one thing that I didn't understand. I didn't realize how many plates I would need having all these pieces of equipment. Because some of the pieces of equipment, if I want to do it, I need to put like 8 plates on each side. So I want plates. I don't want to be dragging it or carrying them from around the house or from the other side of the gym. So I've just slowly, you can never have too many plates when you have machines like this. Because a lot of machines, I just leave plates on there, which is great. I don't have to re-rack any of my weights. That's one of the rules. Don't re-rack your weights. Fucking leave them on there. Next time I do the machine, it'll be ready to go. All right, Johnny B. Papa Swolio, is Planet Fitness a good gym to get a membership? I have some at-home equipment, but I feel it's not enough. Now I tease about Planet Fitness just because I don't like their mindset. You know, I don't like their lunk alarms and that kind of cheesy body positive approach. Not my bag, but a lot of towns don't have any gyms aside from a Planet Fitness, and it's not expensive. So yeah, go to the gym that you need to go to. Nothing wrong with it. Is it a good gym? If you have a membership, I guess there's probably different memberships. They're all over the place. So if you travel or you move around, there's a lot of Planet Fitnesses. I'm pretty sure they probably have different ones where you have a membership to one gym or you have a regional one or a nationwide, whatever. And they have what, like bagel parties or pizza parties or whatever it is. And don't drop the weights. And I don't think they have a squat rack. I think they only have Smith machines, but there's nothing wrong with it. Or dumbbells that don't go past 50s, or I don't know if they're different now. But if you visually don't mind abrasive purple, go for it, man. So as much as I'll talk shit about, their marketing for it, it's an inexpensive gym and you can make sick gains anywhere. So don't mind me if I tease about it, but I don't care about people. Everyone gets the joke. Purple Planet. Go to the gym, make some gains, do your thing. You can make gains anywhere. Like if I was traveling around a lot, I mean, Planet Fitness is a good membership to have just because there's so many of them. You can just block out the nonsense. Okay, if you like the color purple. Let's see, Chris. That would be an awesome thing to add to Swolenormous X, how to gut a deer or a bison, maybe start teaching us how to prep a carcass and cut off specific spots of the meat. Ha ha ha. Well, we can start with cutting off body parts. I mean, we can get some, we get some.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. All right, Papa, not a question. I'm turning 6 in about 2 weeks after taking control of my habits. I'm in the best shape of my life. 37 is going to be even better. Como el carne. That's right. Making gains, taking names. I've been having a beast. This new decade of mine is starting off excellent, making some sick gains. I'm gonna be such a fucking jacked old man. Wait till I get on that TRT, bruh. Wait till I get on the sauce. Ooh, it's going to be crazy. Let's see. There's been talks of a penis transplant for trans men. A penis transplant.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Penis transplant? You mean taking a penis from someone else? Or you mean taking skin off your thigh or your forearm and making a limp skin dick? We're not in balls deep yet, so let's get back on topic. Or just use the organs that you were born with, love your body, and then you could bang whoever you want. You don't have to mutilate yourself. Or that. There's that. I know that's a fringe concept of, living your life. But hey, what do I know? Look at that. Speaking of extra long taint, this is why he's the tainty man. Aww. Because before I met him, he had his ball sack removed. So in this situation, his taint is extra long. So he has a super long taint from his pee-pee to his butthole. Super taint. Extra tainty. He's the taintiest man there ever has been and ever will be. And that's the tainty man. My sweet, sweet taint. Sweet tainty man. And the little demon herself, the churchy. Hi, sweet beach. All right, hashtag Striad September in the chat. Let's see. Who's giving up their penis, Barrett? Who's giving up their penis? So if this is going to be a thing, I'm going to take off the organ donor endorsement on my license. I'm not going to be an organ donor anymore. If they're going to take my dick and put it on and put it on someone. I mean, it'd be nice. Like, hey, my dick lives on beyond. You know what I'm saying? It's giving organ donor a whole new vibe. Matthew, that's not the dick draft I signed up for. Yeah. Gonzalo Andres, 7032. Papa Swolio, I have one bicep bigger than another. How can I match my strength in my right arm? Train it. Don't train the one that's bigger or stronger and train the other one. It's that simple. Most women have one titty that's bigger than the other. Most people's ears are uneven. Most people have imbalances. Very rarely do you have people that are perfectly symmetrical. This is why it's genetic when you have certain muscle tie-ins, when you see even some professional bodybuilders just genetically have different tie-ins and they can't get completely proportionate just because one side of their body has a different insertion than the other. A lot of people have imbalances like that. Matt has a great idea. Switch hands while whacking off. That can help tremendously. All right, let's see here. Param Ambalia. Papa Swolio, what do you think of calisthenics? Love these questions because I don't think about it much. When I think about pull-ups and bar work and stuff, cool. You could do pull-ups and push-ups or dips or planche. Great. If you want to look like those people, you can be lean and muscular. That's fine. If you want to if your goal is to build muscle, lift weights. You should be lifting weights. The one thing about all the people that do calisthenics, tiny little stick legs. tiny little legs. You know why? Because it makes it easier for them to lift their body. If you're yoked and you got big legs, yeah, it makes it harder to do body weight exercises. It changes all the torque. That's why you see these guys that are jacked upper body and they no legs. So nothing wrong with calisthenics, but it depends on what your goal is. You want to get better at doing calisthenics, then do calisthenics. You want to build a lot of muscle, lift heavy weights. All right. Fmjn, FHMJN09. Hey, Papa, I can't afford to go to the fucking gym. What should I do? Get a job. Get a job. And if you have one job, learn a skill and get a better paying one. Make that money, bro. The gym is not expensive. Now, I know it depends on where you live. I get the point. I'm not saying, oh, Papa Swole, yo, that's your privilege showing. Well, I've always gone to the gym and I've paid for memberships. It's not privilege. It's working and prioritizing. So if you're saying you can't go to the fucking gym, you better not have a Netflix, a Hulu, a Disney Plus, or blah, 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 blah. Prioritize. Gyms are $30 a month. $40, $20, $10, even $50 a month. You can do it. You can also train at home. But I encourage you to up your skills, make some more money, and get yourself a gym membership. Come on, fam. You could do better. You could do it. You could do it. Usually when people say they can't afford the gym, they just don't prioritize it. Come on, prioritize it. Let's go. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Come on. Don't bullshit me. That's fucking bullshit. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Do I have that soundboard? Who told you you could eat my cookies? Close enough. Underscore period underscore Rohin. Yeah, we got to work on that screen name, bro. I'm trying to make a comeback and it's tough. I went through a tough patch months ago, which threw me off. Okay. You want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? Who told you you could eat my cookies? You want a pat on your back? A comeback from what? Bottom line, then go. Then, okay, you went through a tough patch. Okay, we threw you off. Why to throw you off? Stay focused. Prioritize. Execute. It's not supposed to be easy. If that makes you feel better. It's not supposed to be easy. Just do it, bro. You got it. Winnie Baker, what's your favorite time of year? Swole season. Swole season.
Boom shakalaka!
In the summer, I love roasting my fucking tits. Roast these nips. All right, Makey Fresh. What should I do when the only gym in my area is too expensive? Get a job there. Get a free membership. Ayo. I'm always curious what too expensive means. Now, there's some gyms that are expensive. Train at home. The only gym in my area is too expensive. I always wonder, what does that mean? Got a lot of people complaining about the price of gym. Like, get a gym there. Get a job there. That's a way to get a free gym membership. You know, keep an eye out for specials. Maybe you can sign up with a friend and get a discount. By the way, a lot of times you can get discounts if you ask for them. If you say, hey, I want to sign up with a friend, can we get a discount? You know, group rate or something like that. Or make some more money. Look, you know, I don't know your situation. You could train at home. What should I do? Find a way. If you want to get it done, get it done. But you can look up weight, you know, go on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp and get free weights or this, that, and the other. But if you can't afford a gym membership, that's a sign that you need to learn some skills. Go on YouTube, learn skills, learn how to do graphic design, learn how to do AI coding or some kind of programming. There are free apps where you can learn how to do computer coding. And then you can sell your services on Upwork or Fiverr, just basic coding, things like that. And I mean, learn skills that can get you paid more. Because if you can't afford a gym, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. But I do get it. I do get it. Without knowing more information, I'm just saying shit. But the reason why I say that is because people say they can't eat healthy, but you're still eating food, right? Oh, I can't eat healthy. It's so expensive. You're still eating food. What are you eating? People are eating something. I'm not saying everyone has the same amount of money. This isn't coming from a fucking privileged position. I work for a living too. I make money. I've worked my ass off and I've had less money than I do now. And I still ate well because I prioritize it. So if you're spending money on stupid shit and then you complain like, the gym's too expensive or this food. Well, if you're spending $100 on food, what are you buying? You're buying shit food. It's actually not more expensive than what you're paying. It's the same amount of money. You're just making better choices with what you're spending. CST, last one because this is dumb. How do I lose weight and how soon should I see results? Yeah.
Matt Damon.
All right, we're moving on. Balls deep time. There we go. Balls deep.
That's deep.
All right, it is deep. It is deep. You feel that? Of course you do. Of course you do. What a stupid question. Of course you feel it. You know how deep that is. You feel that? So deep. All right, tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Roundtable 51. If you are not there, well, there's your live stream. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 7th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, private for members. Don't miss out. Swole Fam Roundtable 51. It's going to be fucking lit like Liddy McTitterson tomorrow. Let's get into some balls. Are you ready, fam? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. What do we got here? Do we got any appetizers? Aperitif? Oh my God. No, these are all horrible. Let's start off with one. Pick a number 1 or 2. I'm going to get us started. Pick a number 1 or 2. I'm just going to jump in and get us started with running fat phobia. Running fat phobia.
What's in the box?
Pick a number 1 or 2. Here we go. Running fat phobia, which is ironic. Running and fat phobia. Well, actually, it's not ironic. So someone that takes care of their health is going to be afraid of being fat, or they just feel great and they want to take care of themselves. What's up, mama? What's going on? Look at your little nose. See your little cut on her nose? Squeeze. What's up, cutie pie? The church. What are you sniffing? What's the sniffs doing? He's just a little sleeping. What are you doing awake? What's the occasion? Oh, stretch. A little church. All right, let's get this video going.
So fat phobia, also known as anti-fat bias, is the implicit or...
All right, my fucking ears. Holy crap, dude. Chill. Peak that audio more, why don't you?
So fat phobia, also known as anti-fat bias, is the implicit or explicit bias of larger bodied people, quote unquote overweight people. What's wild is like fat phobia, it has its roots in racism, misogyny, classism, so many different things, but it's like one of those things that we're only just starting to talk about, but God, it's everywhere. It is when you go to the doctor, right? I ran a 3:37 marathon. 2 weeks after that, I go to the doctor. My gynecologist, I'm there to get an IUD. He wanted to talk about me losing weight because he was worried about my weight. And I was like,
because you're fat.
Why the fuck are you worried about my weight? And he's like, well, your heart rate's really low. Do you have a heart condition? And I'm like, no, dude. I just ran a fucking marathon. I'm fit as fuck. That.
I mean, running? I mean, okay. Well, all right, let's pause for a second. You do realize the doctor needs to ask questions. The doctor doesn't know that you run. And by the way, you can run and be fat. A lot of people run and be fat. Case in point. Long distance running is the definition of skinny fat. So one has nothing to do with the other. So if your heart rate is low, just like if you do an EKG, and I think it's like not your ST segment, but your, not QRS complex, the P wave, I forget. But if one is elevated, it means you have like myocardial hypertrophy. You have a thicker ventricle, I believe like the left ventricle, which is a problem if you're sedentary. But if you're an athlete or you exercise, that heart wall is going to be thicker because it has to pump the stroke volume. It's going to pump more blood and it's going to be stronger. So the context matters. The context matters. So if you have a low, your heart rate's really low and you look fat, the doctor's like, oh, you're okay. Your heart rate's low. And you're like, I just ran a marathon, dude. The doctor's like, yeah, okay. I don't know that. That's why I asked the question. You get offended like, I just ran a marathon, dude. The doctor doesn't know what you're doing on the weekends. He has 100 patients a day. So the doctor doesn't fucking know these things. That's why it's a conversation. So don't act like you're offended that you ran a marathon. You certainly don't look it. So like you run, that's great. It doesn't mean that you're healthy. It doesn't mean that you have healthy body mass. Having excessive fat is not good. Having not that much muscle, obviously, is not good. It's not good if you don't have much muscle. Strength training, muscle mass is directly related to like health and longevity long term, by the way.
Fat bias. It's everywhere. That is people who won't get a fat coach because they don't think they're serious. There's a stigma in education and payment and how you get salaries, hiring. It's everywhere. Western beauty ideals are just dirt.
No, I wouldn't hire a fat coach. 1,000%. Like your running form doesn't look good. And I'm not even a running expert. Yeah, I would never, if you, okay, let me get a business coach who has 7 failed businesses and is living outside a homeless shelter. Does that sound like a good person to get business advice from? Hey, look at this fat person. Can you tell me how to eat healthy and lose weight and build a lot of muscle? It doesn't mean they don't know technically, that they haven't read books or things like that, but it certainly doesn't mean if they know what they're talking about. Now, if you're talking to like 6 or 7 time Mr. Olympia Dorian Yates and he isn't jacked anymore, it's like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. So you might want to pay attention. He might not be 1,000% right on everything, but he knows what he's talking about. All right. So that's different context. But if you're fat, yeah, do not take nutrition advice. Be very skeptical. How about that? Be very skeptical about nutrition or training advice from someone who's has no muscle mass and is fat. How about that? It's like taking advice on basketball from someone who's never played basketball before. Ooh. Hey, tell me how to fix my car from someone who is a botanist and doesn't even have a car. Probably. Sir Bear PC, I think she did say what her marathon time was, 3 hours or I don't care. I don't even know what's good. I don't even care. Let's see. That's probably accurate. Freddie says only coaches who look fat that would know what they're doing would be strongmen coaches. Even then, you can tell they have muscle mass, and not all of them. Yeah, I mean, when you're big, you can tell when someone's fucking strong. And yeah, that's probably accurate. Strongman coaching. Yeah, mass moves mass. You can be super strong, but like you're only going to be like, even if you're like 150 pounds and you're strong for your size, like you need more mass. Mass moves mass. Anyway, obviously someone who's running marathons is wondering why you're fat. Like she's wondering why she's fat. And she's going to call it fat bias. You're running all the time. You run marathons. Long distance runners don't look good. Show me a marathon runner that's like muscular and lean. If anything, they look emaciated and they're just like skin and bones. Long distance running is not going to give you a physique that you want. You're going to be skinny fat. Okay, so that's the reason if you lifted weights, but of course you might like running. That's fine. You can like running. You can like things. But I guarantee your nutrition is not good. I mean, are you on birth control? You probably don't need to be, but I mean, you definitely don't need to be, but you're probably taking, I mean, what else are you doing? There's reasons why you're living in New York City, which is a fucking cesspool. So you're breathing in tons of pollution. I'm sure you're slathering yourself in phthalates and other toxic, hopefully you're not drinking tap water in the city. But I guarantee you're eating shit. Are you lifting weights? You can't lift super heavy weights and train super heavy weights if you're doing that kind of long distance running all the time. Okay. So anyway, yeah, more nonsense. Again, someone who's fat that is trying to play the victim. Okay. Nice try. You're doing a lot of running and you're going to complain about this fat phobia bias in our society. It's like, you're not doing what you should be doing, obviously. I would love to see whenever any of these people that complain, any of these victims, I would love to get the whole lowdown, accurate, unbiased breakdown of what they eat and their habits and what products they use in their household and stuff like that. Can you imagine? Another great point, John. Let's just sit on this for a second. John says, athlete does not necessarily mean healthy. Even pros, they retire and behind closed doors suffer from multiple injuries from a lifetime of banging up their bodies. This is a great point. Again, similar to bodybuilding. So bodybuilders are not healthy. That's not a healthy sport. It's an illusion, right? You're muscular and lean. It's an illusion. That's not health. That's not longevity. And people assume that if you're an athlete or you excel in, I don't know, track and field or running or baseball or football, most of these football players have brain injuries. They have shoulder injuries or hip injuries the rest of their lives. Just because you excel in one specific task or one set of skills within certain parameters doesn't mean that you are healthy. Like, what does that mean? What does healthy mean? I say it's the 7 pillars. Right? Do you have proper mobility? Are you lifting? Like, are you maintaining your health via nutrition? I just said training and nutrition. A lot of these things that we see and that we compare, just because you excel in basketball doesn't mean you're a healthy person. Just because you excel in football doesn't mean you're a healthy person. Just because you excel in baseball doesn't make you a healthy fucking person. Just because you have certain adaptations, certain skills, a lot of times people are worn down and beaten up as a result of it. So athlete doesn't mean healthy. Athlete doesn't mean longevity. Athlete doesn't mean wellness. Athlete doesn't mean mental health. Like, we have to stop acting like someone that excels in one area has everything. Like, they do one thing physically great. Well, they're healthy. Well, just because they could bench 400 pounds doesn't mean they're healthy. Yeah, living in New York City, I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting logic and common sense with New York City skyline in the background. That's for sure. Okay, we'll do this one last because yikes, my God. Yikes stripes, fruit stripe gum. We have flattering clothing. Ooh, here we go. Number 1. Who voted number 1? Who voted number 1? We're going number 1. Elizabeth, Cerny, Maddie. Flattering clothing. Here we go. Ooh.
So I've started to see people on TikTok, specifically people who are like mid-sized, I guess, or like on the thinner side.
Like an SUV?
Make videos of themselves wearing clothing that they deem unflattering.
Fam, are you telling me women put on clothes and think that they're unflattering? No. Are you telling me that women try on clothing and don't like how they fit? Come on. Who do you think I am? What do you think this is? Silly goose.
And coming to the realization that you can wear clothing that isn't flattering and, it'll be fine.
Coming to the realization that you can wear clothing that isn't flattering. Who does that? Who does that? Oh, look at this outfit. Oh, this is fucking terrible. Let me wear it. Most people don't do that. They put something else on. Sometimes you just don't care. Hey, look at this outfit. It's awful. Well, let me wear it. All right.
And first of all, it's like, why are you just realizing this? As if it's like the first time you're hearing of it. And
they haven't brainwashed themselves yet.
The term unflattering is the problem.
No.
Like, dress however you want.
Okay.
But, like, if you're putting clothes on and thinking, this is unflattering because it makes me look bigger, that's the problem.
The problem is you're trying to take care of your health via clothes. If you take better care of your health, more things look good. Shocker.
It's not whether you do it or not.
You're getting one of those.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Yeah.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened
That
to
beach
it.
landed at Plymouth
I award
Rock.
you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Elizabeth, I'm going to say 3 cats. I'm going to say 3 cats. You know why? I agree, Nick. Nothing more flattering than Swolenormous apparel. Nothing more flattering than those tattoos. She's not wearing a go to the fucking gym shirt. Well, that's why. That's why. Get yourself some Swolenormous apparel and turn that frown right upside down. Okay. Yeah, well, guess what? It's your choice. If you want to wear clothing like, hey, I put on this shirt. This looks like shit. I don't care. Then don't care. If you care about what other people think, then you make videos like that. If you don't, then you just wear what you want and okay. If you don't care what you wear, then don't care what you wear. And if you don't care what you wear, assume that other people are going to have opinions. But if you don't care what you wear, then you're probably not going to care about their opinions. But if you don't care about what you wear and then care about people's opinions, well, then it matters. But that's weird. Just, wear what you want. That's the beauty of things. You can wear what you want, but you can't control what other people think about what you wear. People are welcome to their opinions. They're welcome to look and be like, what the fuck is she wearing? You look like a pilgrim. It's not Halloween yet. Okay. It's not being prejudiced. I will look at someone and be like, what the fuck is that person wearing? If it strikes me as such. You know why? Because I have thoughts and it's going to cross my mind. If something looks ridiculous, it's going to look ridiculous. There's that. So, I don't know. Either wear what you want or don't. Just stop crying about it. Just stop crying about it. Just wear it or don't. Shut up. No one cares. All right, this is called...
What's in the box?
Now, fam, this is called misgendered at work. Now, I know...
So per is a neo-pronoun that comes from the word person,
Settle
which is
down.
why I really like him.
Settle down. If you're at work and someone misgenders you... I'm sorry to hear that. Let's hear the story. I froze for a second because the @ says knives for nipples. That's a screen name. Knives for nipples. You don't say, don't troll this person or whatever it's trying to be called. I don't know what the video is, but that's a sketchy ass screen name. Knives for nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you
Why
milk
do you
me?
have knives instead of nipples? Like they're hard? Ow. All right, hold on a second. Let's see what I have. This is, talk about fruit stripe gum. All right. You know what fruit stripe gum, the package, right? You take it out and it's like yellow, red, purple. Like, take a look.
2 things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And I work in a store that is pretty much all women. So whenever they're...
Whoa. Hold up a sec.
Matt Damon.
Wait a tick. You work in a store that's mostly all women? How dare you assume their gender? How do you know who you work with? Hold on a second. Come on, fam. Come on. So they're all women, but you're neither. Can you imagine thinking that you're like, I'm neither one? That's not a thing. Like I always say, there's males and females. The non-binary thing is the most insane. I'm neither one. You're not, but okay. You might as well just say you're a unicorn.
Two things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And I work in a store that is pretty much all women.
Ironic.
So whenever they're like addressing us or when they're talking, they're always like, hey, ladies. So I've taken it upon myself as someone that is non-binary to use this to not listen. And whenever anyone addresses a group as ladies, I am not included. So when they say, hey, ladies, let's like stop talking, or hey, ladies, let's like get to work, I will do none of it because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me.
Yeah.
You're not talking to me. So I will not listen to anything that is said when it is started with, hey, ladies. I'm a they'dy, not a lady. A they'dy.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. That is, you're just going to get fired. I am not going to do anything that you tell me to do. Well, you don't work here anymore then. How about that? You know, what's funny is that these lunatics that think like, you do realize when pronouns are being used. Pronouns are being used when the individual is not present. You don't use pronouns to someone's face. You use their name, which is fine. The sinister narcissism of someone trying to control your speech when they're not around. I'm not calling you multiple people. You obviously have multiple people in your brain, but that's between you and your therapist. It's retarded grammar. Again, this is the left's neo 2 + 2 = 5. This is the Orwellian 2 + 2 = 5. It's controlling fundamental speech. Just don't feed into it. There's no such thing as non-binary. You can call yourself whatever you want. You don't deserve more attention. You're not special for doing nothing. It's a meritocracy. Earn more, produce more, create something valuable to society, or just shut the fuck up. No disrespect to this individual, but no one needs to say what you want them to say because it's absolutely detached from reality. Okay. Thanks for playing. Hopefully you fix your knife nipples or whatever that is.
You need to stop being a lady. Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
A Vady. I just threw up my mouth a little bit. All right. What does it look like down there? Do you look like a Ken doll or a Barbie doll, just flat? What kind of genitalia does a non-binary person have? Can someone tell me? What's down there? Is it just smooth? If there's a hole, well, I mean, you know, a vagina, it's essentially like there's a hole there. It's just a really tiny pee-pee. Because with the testosterone's, you know, exposed to testosterone and stuff as a fetus, and you know, it's Y chromosomes, you know, you get the penis grows and stuff like that. Are you smooth? It just looks like a diaper down there? It's nothing. Do I really want to know, says Cerny. It kind of. I kind of
There's
do.
tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
I kind of do. I'm just kind of asking it. Yeah, it's kind of a rhetorical question. I kind of don't want to know. I kind of do know. It's either a PP or a vajiji. These are important questions. Always asking important questions here on the Daily Swole. Okay, fam, let's get into the Swole card. We have an amazing one to give away. It's striated September. Falcon, kick us off, beaches. Oh, not the tainted cam. Winner, Swole dinner, positive charisma. Striated September, getting yoked like it ain't no joke. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card $26.79. I will take it over from Matt. Fucking rigged, of course it is, because you didn't win, you little crybaby. You didn't win. Matt didn't win. It's rigged. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Come on, stop whining. Congratulations, Positive Charisma. It's rigged. It's rigged. All right, soundboard request, Beaches. Congratulations. Soundboard request. Let's go.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
I know you were, dude. Matt says, ha ha ha, I was just typing that. I know you were. I know you were. Fucking rigged. As I told you and Pedro, these voting machines, these Dominion voting machines, I purchased them back in like 2018. They're expensive to replace, so we're still using them.
Ever served in a forward area? What happened to your queer party friends?
Shut up, bitch!
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
This is Milford Cubicle.
How is that your first Swole card? I swear I've said your name a few times. I said your name a few times. Maybe you didn't hear it? It can't possibly be your first Swole card. That's impossible. I've said your name. Maybe not. I don't even know what day it is, so. Maybe not.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Everyone's won but Matt. Matt's making a strong case for never winning a Swole card again. Shuts him up for one day. Well, it's not rigged today. It's not rigged. No, not today. Not today, but usually is, but not today. Normally it's rigged, but not today. It's not rigged.
First, take a big step back and literally
Fuck your own face!
Sugar water.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Loud noises!
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Ooh. Coast to coast. Here we go. Nailed it. Very nice. Excellent. Oh, throwback time. Oh, throwback time. Oh, throwback. Throwback time. Let's see what we got here. Throwback. 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 Throwback.
Like, if you say a slur, if you say the R word, something like that, you know.
Like retard? Like that?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
That's, like, conventionally known as, like, not okay.
You're retarded.
Somehow fatness isn't. Like, I really think that people don't even think about it.
Oh, my God. This chick sounds like she was pulled right out of the movie Clueless. Remember that one with Alicia Silverstone back in the day?
First of all, bitch, I could probably whoop you in cardio every day.
Oh, yeah.
Because fat people can also, you know, be strong.
Fat people can also be strong. Pretty sure one has, like, very little to do with the other.
You don't know shit.
I gotta go to the doctor and worry about being discriminated against because of my weight.
Discriminated against at the doctor? You mean they're going to be like, wow, you should be healthier? Shit, the doctor's going to tell you to be healthier? Get the fuck out of here. That'd be refreshing if the doctor would actually be like, that's good, that's good. The doctor's not just trying to give you a prescription. All right, let me crank up this hog. Gotta let it air out a little bit. It's gotta breathe. It's gotta breathe. Suffocating in there. You know how it is. All right, fam, thanks for being here. Tomorrow, Roundtable 51 for members only. Join us. SwoleNormousX.com. Dory, my niece said the word retard is racist. I'm like, no, there are stupid people of every color. Absolutely. If that's not clear by watching this show, absolutely. This is an even opportunity. This is equal opportunity offending here. You could have any IQ is up for grabs. If you say something stupid, you're up for debate. You're up for exposure here. So I don't care what your color is. I don't care what. If you say dumb stuff, especially about things that are very common sense, well, it's fair game. So be smarter, educate yourself, and try again. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for the Roundtable 51. We'll be back on Friday. Remember, Friday, brand new Drive Mall Gaining, brand new Balls Deep edits, overtime segment after the public stream. So we'll see you then. And we got Churchy here. Hold on a second. Oh, she's pawing me. She starts pawing me after the show. Let's see the Churchy. Oh, give me kisses. Give me kisses. Oh, that was in my nose. Everyone say bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.